Alright, sneakerheads, picture infrared. Okay, great. In this video, I want to take you through the history of infrared, and this is going to be the first of a whole lot of videos that we're going to do on iconic Nike colorways. So this is the Air Max 90 Classic. Check it out. Came out in '06. The Air Max 90 originally released in 1990, and this was the OG color. When you see the reddish, orangish, pinkish color on the shoe, that's what sneakerheads mean when they say infrared. Anyway, this shoe was 80 bucks and it sold out immediately when they came out. And they're absolutely incredible. I want to work our way through a whole bunch of different infrared Air Max 90s, including this pair, the Air Max 90 OG. Again, same infrared color. The mesh is going to look just like the mesh on the original Air Max 90 back in the day. You'll notice that the midsoles are yellowing, and also that the soles look like they're from old vintage shoes. And that's exactly what Nike was going for when they made these. They even have this orange hang tag on there, which is what was on the shoes when they first sold in 1990. Now this pair, which just came out, was 120 bucks, whereas these ones were 80 bucks just a few years ago. So in the past 6 years, these have gone up by 50%. Crazy. Here's another pair. These are known as the reverse infrareds. The funny thing about this shoe is the shade of orange isn't really infrared at all, but it kind of looks like it is, so sneakerheads have called it the reverse infrared or even the black infrared, and they're really popular. We'll work our way to the next pair. I love these ones. This pair came out just last year, and they're known as Hyperfuse. Hyperfuse is a relatively new Nike innovation. It refers to the upper of the shoe being all one piece. And so it's a real sleek, clean, futuristic looking version of the original shoe. And when Nike released the Hyperfuse technology, they did all of their original Air Maxes with Hyperfuse. There's a pair of blue ones, these 90s, all sorts of different ones have come out and been released to introduce the new technology, as I spin the shoe around to make sure it's facing the right direction. Let's keep working our way through these. This pair is super duper rare. So these are called the Hyperfuse Crooked Tongues Barbecue. See that special limited edition box? So Crooked Tongues, a UK retailer, had a barbecue. It was on September 4th, and they gave these shoes away before these ones ever came out. These are super duper limited, but as these ones came out, these ones don't command nearly the price that they used to, because they used to go for like 1,500 bucks. And why would you buy a pair for 1,500 when the newer pair of Hyperfuse that are very similar are just like 120 bucks or so if you were able to get them retail? Anyway, these shoes on the insoles, it's pretty cool. It says 4/9 on here, which is the date of the barbecue, except that it was 9/4, and these were released in the UK, and they do months and days backwards. Anyway, we'll work our way to the next pair. I love these shoes. These are Air Max 90 360s from the one-time only pack. They released September 30th of 2006. And I remember that date because it was the same day that the Grapes released, and it's also the end of a fiscal quarter for Nike. So it's no surprise that they're going to release these coveted shoes that are likely to sell out right away on the last day of a quarter when they're going to be reporting their numbers to all of the shareholders. I was so excited when this pair of shoes came out, and they released a whole bunch of iconic Air Maxes with the 360 technology. Let's keep on going. Earlier this year, Nike released a new technology, engineered mesh. Here's the other pair. Let me grab it. Engineered mesh is this new mesh upper. I wanted to grab these and include them along with the pyramid so that you could check out this mesh with the Hyperfuse, with the OG mesh, and the mesh on the classics. And this is really starting to get crazy. We'll keep on going. Here's another pair of infrared 90s. These are Air Max 90 Currents, and they're going to be a hybrid of the Air Max 90 and the Air Max Current. They're incredible, and they're in the same colorway as these other iconic infrared 90s with the white, gray, and black. Let's see if we can prop a box up over here to continue our Air Max 90 Jenga, and Perfecto. Another pair of these Air Max 90 Currents are black and infrared. So these are just like the reverse over here, except that it's the current hybrid that we're talking about. So let's prop this one on up. Beautiful. I mean, look at all these amazing shoes. They're just incredible. We'll keep on going. For the 25th anniversary of the Air Force One, Nike released infrared 90 Air Force Ones. Check them out. Got that infrared color plasticky heel. The whole upper is going to look just like the Air Max 90s around here. And for the 25th anniversary of this shoe, Nike released a whole bunch of different iconic Nike sneakers as Air Force Ones. And now the last pair of shoes that I want to talk about takes us back to the beginning of the video, where I said picture infrared. And I bet a lot of you thought of the Air Jordan 6. And that's what I think of. And so I'm going to whip out this pair. These ones have Nike Air on the heels. Whew. MJ won his first championship in these shoes in '91. The Be Like Mike Gatorade commercial in these shoes. They're amazing. And so look what happened. In 1990, Nike released Air Max 90s in infrared. They were super popular. And then a year later, when it came time to do Michael Jordan's Air Jordan 6, they went to the color that was popular on their runner just the year beforehand. And this is what they do all the time. Something will be a hit in running, and you'll see it in basketball. So the inspiration behind the infrared color on the Air Jordan 6 was actually the infrared color on the Air Max 90 1 year earlier. And when Gentry Humphreys came to visit the ShoeZeum, he even told me that the cool gray 11s were actually inspired by cool gray 95s, which I had no idea about. Stay tuned for more incredible videos on colorways, and go on eBay and search for ShoeZeum Air Max 90. I'm listing 40 pairs of Air Max 90s today, including a bunch of infrared ones. See you next time.